Hey guys, it's Alicia here, and I'm here to do a WWE video. Let me tell you this. I have a lot to say about this past Monday night. We're going to be talking about Raw Underground. We're going to talk about the Hurt Business. Um, we're going to talk about Lana and her, and now Vince McMahon burying her. And we're going to have to talk about Vince McMahon emotions when it comes to certain wrestlers they release and they go to other companies. Okay, so first, let me talk about Vince McMahon and his emotions and his thing of burying wrestlers when other wrestlers go to the company. So we saw at the end of last year. We saw him do this to Cedric Alexander when Cedric Alexander's wife signed a contract with AEW. Now, now you gotta think. You got boyfriend and girlfriends, boyfriend and girlfriend. One worked for WWE NXT, one works for AEW. You got a lot of that. So I mean, we got it with Cedric Alexander and his wife, who is also better known, is also on AEW, better known as Big Swole. Mm. You got Adam Cole in the WWE, and you also have Brooke Baker. To get me to say how he did Lana this week, let me just say, Lana's not my cup of tea, but certain things I don't appreciate. I can see you burying men like how you did, burying men, having them get hurt, having them off TV for a while, reducing their chances for title belts opportunities. But come on, I wasn't expected that for Vince McMahon to do that with somebody whose husband, going by a different name, is being buried in WWE. So we're gonna have to see more about where this Lana thing going, because if I can remember last year, last year when we had the Lana, Bobby Lashley, Rusev storyline, Lana let it be known on social media, excuse me, y'all, that she has a multi-million-dollar contract. So where they put her? She's there for 5 years. So she's going to have to work. She has a multi-million-dollar contract, and she's supposed to be there for 5 years. So we'll have to see where that's going to go. That's that one. Now, this man, I know he's very attached to certain wrestlers. And Jericho admitted that he still talked to people in WWE. And I'm thinking, and this is just me as a fan, I respect Jericho to an extent, but still talking to your friends in the WWE. What if he's the one that's probably talking people into coming to in AEW, and he's the person? Vince McMahon, you need to be watching who you be talking to. And I mean, Chris Jericho might be the person you need to watch. I'm just saying. So, moving right along. I want to talk about, okay, so everybody's been talking about Star Wars sorry, I am not going to attempt to try to pronounce this new show with Disney. And as everybody know, Sasha supposed to be appearing on there. So my thing is, like, I do want to see what it's more about and think, but it sounds like she's getting her first acting role, and I think it's gonna like I remember when it came out like last spring saying she's gonna be in this show for Disney. I cannot wait to see it. Is it gonna be on Disney or is it gonna be on Disney Plus? So it's looking like it might be on Disney Plus. I think it's on Disney Plus. Don't quote me on that. So the other thing is I want to talk about that Raw is War women's match. Let's talk about it for a bit. Asuka putting her title on the line against Mickey. And we're just looking at it and everything, and I'm going, okay. And I was like, I went back and I looked at it and I watched it. I had to watch it 4 times, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or can we say uno, dos, tres, cuatro? I don't know if I got my Spanish right there. But yeah, to get me to say, Mickey, that was the biggest botch. We got a botch. That was the biggest botch. And I'm going, the reason I had to watch it 4 times, I had to go back and see, did I see Mickey tap? And Mickey didn't tap at all. Mickey didn't tap at all. So to get me to say, what was WWE thinking? And things. So I got to see that, and then after the match, you see Vega come out. She's running her mouth saying, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that. I might just be Andrade and Garza's manager," and she goes, "No more." And she said, "I want to change that women's title belt." Were you next or I'm next? Were you next or I'm next? How can you jump the line? How can you, Vega, and I'm going to say it, Zelina Vega, how can you jump the line and ask for a title belt shot? To me, I think, because I put that up on Twitter, and Twitter wrestling fans are not responding. They are still pissed about the little Mickey James and Asuka match and how that ended. And I really do question that with WWE. To me, that was just crying shame. Let's just put it like that. That's a crying shame of how that match ended. It's just a crying shame of how that match ended. Now, the other thing, I say any other woman on Raw or SmackDown deserves a title belt shot for Asuka's title. And I actually been thinking, oh, they're gonna push Liv Morgan. They put her back together with Ruby Riott. I don't mind that, but I do want to see her get a title belt shot. I think before Vega or anybody else get title belt shots, when it comes to the women's title, I think first and foremost, Liv Morgan is owed a number 1 contender's title belt. That's one. And number 2, if I had to say, I actually say it's going to be 3/5. It's going to be Liv Morgan, Ruby Riott, and Bianca Belair. Them 3 women are owed a number 1 contender shot for that title. And I'm going to have to say they will probably need to focus on them three at the moment. Would I say, do I say Natalia is deserving? Mm, I say she's deserving, but a little. Now, the next thing is, let me talk about the Hurt Business. The Hurt Business last few weeks, they have been, trying to build up their roster. And Cedric Alexander turning on Ricochet and Apollo and Eric and Ivar, that was shocking to me. I was totally shocked to see that. But he thinking, oh, if I could be part of the Hurt, and I seeing Cedric point, but then I see another point where that's not good for him. I see the point that, oh, what make it good for him, he thinking being part of the Hurt Business, I might get tired of the opportunities. That's that. So then I actually see that. So, well, let's see what that's going to go. Then the bad thing of being part of the Hurt Business, if the Hurt Business dissolve or something goes wrong in the Hurt Business, he was the last person to join. So he will be the one they going to get rid of first. So there go your pros and cons with that. Now, let me talk about Raw Underground. I haven't talked about it in 2 weeks. Raw Underground to me is getting real good. I'm loving the content and everything. The one thing I was very shocked, you see their big man, the Underground big man, versus Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman went up in there and he like cleaned house. He goes, I can't go after Roman Reigns, so hey, I'm gonna go after everybody who owns the Underground. And then what was so funny about Monday night, Corey Graves wasn't there, so I was like, okay. So my thing is, can we get what's going on with that? So that's one. Show me what's going on here. That's one. Just show me what's going on with that. And I just noticed that Corey Graves wasn't there, and I said, "Oh yeah, thank God we don't have Big Mouth on there today." Y'all, everybody knows I don't hide the secret that I don't hide the secret. I don't approve of Corey Graves and his antics on the announce table. So everybody knows that. So y'all know that. But it was just like, okay, and then it was like a different somebody refereeing, doing commentary. So they had first they started off with Dolph Ziggler. And I'm like, okay. Then MVP took over and like, okay, I'm like, okay. But then to get to me to ask the question, is the Hurt Business going to add women to that roster? And I'm going to say, if they add women to the roster, I have 4 in mind who they should add to the roster. One, I feel like they should add Natalia without Lana to the Hurt Business. Adding her might be something different she would need because she's been having the same gimmick. She just changed up her outfit every few years, and that's that. So I think the Hurt Business will help Natty. So without Lana, okay. Then number 2, the other thing is I feel Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott will be a great addition to the Hurt Business. It'd be I think it'll help them in the long run. But then last but not least, if I can add somebody else, I would say oh my God, I don't know who I would add, but I don't know. It'd have to be somebody from NXT. I think it's gonna have to be that Steven Swerve. I think that's how you pronounce his name, or Velvet Team. I think one of them will benefit real good with the Hurt Business. But when it comes to WWE and you know, with their superstars, it's right now. That's it for the WWE edition. But like I'm saying, we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen and when I say this, like we're gonna wait and see what's gonna happen this Friday night on SmackDown, because Sasha will be back, and I think Sasha's gonna have a few choice words for Bailey. So y'all stay tuned. Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.